You know, I've made too many videos about good shows already, and I think it's time I made a video about something that is truly terrible: The Idol. Initially, I was actually pretty excited to watch the show because I'm a fan of The Weeknd, and I really liked what he did on After Hours, an album with an overarching narrative where every music video was a short film that, when put together, tells the tale of a man broken by fame and plagued with struggles of drug use, heartbreak, and loneliness. And I thought that he was great at portraying that character, so I really wanted to see more of his acting chops. But not even 30 minutes into the show, I lost that enthusiasm.
Fucking stretch that tiny little pussy.
Okay, let's start with the plot, and I won't say that much because there's just not a lot you need to know. The show follows a pop star named Jocelyn. She's in the middle of making her next EP, and then she falls in love with this cult leader-esque club owner named Tedros, who tries to take over her life. After a couple episodes of abuse, it turns out that Jocelyn was manipulating Tedros all along. This comes from literally out of nowhere, by the way. I don't know if I missed something or not. Maybe I'm just stupid. She tries to take over Tedros' cult and everyone just kind of goes along with it. And then one of Jocelyn's producers takes Tedros out back and tries to pay him off, but he doesn't take it. So then it's implied that they exposed his dark past and had everything taken away from him. And then a little bit of time passes. Tedros comes back and he and Jocelyn just make up? What? And that's pretty much it for the plot. Now, let's get into what I really hate about the show. Tedros is one of the most unlikable characters I have ever seen on screen, and I know what the show was going for here. They wanted him to be one of those characters who are abusive, manipulative, and cunning, but someone who the audience can't help but root for because they're just so charismatic. But Abel's portrayal of Tedros just doesn't work because he's not charismatic in this role. He's just an asshole.
Are you fucking retarded? What did I just say? There's nothing okay about what this creep just fucking did, right?
The reason why a character of this archetype like Tyler Durden works is because we get the sense that he's a good guy who cares about the main protagonist, even though the means he goes about helping the main character is considered wrong or bad. Tedros straight up just doesn't care about anyone else but himself, and he treats everyone around him like they're objects or investments that he expects a return on. Also, everything he says is just so goofy, it's genuinely hard to take him seriously.
I think you're gay.
I ain't gay.
That's not real, bro. Other than Tedros, most of the cast is terrible. Except for Jenny, because if I've learned anything from being on the internet, it's that if I say anything bad about a K-pop idol, my house is gonna get drone striked. No, but seriously, I thought she was fine. Each scene is either overacted to the point where I feel uncomfortable or so underacted to the point where the scene doesn't even feel or look like a paid production anymore. Here, take a look at this scene.
Let me catch you looking at her again.
I'm not.
Let me catch you looking at her again.
I'm sorry,
Let
I'm
me
not
fucking catch you looking at her again. I'll fucking drag you down Rodeo while your fucking ass just fucking stomp you. I'll fucking curb stomp you.
You see what I'm talking about? This looks exactly like something I would have cooked up in my high school TV and film class. I swear I've seen better acting in, Corn.
Wait, so I've been fucking some random old guy that's not even related to me? No!
Oh my god, what have I done? I'm a monster.
Okay, you know what? Let me give credit where it's due. The show is not all bad. Lily Rose Depp does a fantastic job in her role as Jocelyn. Whenever the role demands her to be emotional, she acts it well and makes it believable. There's a scene in episode 2 where she breaks down in tears after a full day of unsuccessful shoots, and it's just so well acted. It truly feels like a vulnerable and human moment, and it's one of the only scenes in the show that managed to capture my full attention. Even though there is no doubt that this show will go down in history as one of the worst ever created, I really hope that her work on this show as Jocelyn will create opportunities for her to be in new productions in the future. Also, the songs created for the show are actually really good and pretty pleasant to listen to. The songs One of the Girls, Like a God, and Take Me Back were my personal favorite tracks on the soundtrack. And not even for the lyrics or the message, but they just sound really good sonically. And I really wanted to like this show because I love pieces of media that take you through the journey of a creative process. Things like Whiplash, La La Land, Black Swan, and Birdman that shows all the ups and downs and tribulations that come with creating a piece of art, because now more than ever I can actually relate to it. These videos I make may not be considered art, but they're definitely a creative expression, and I'm a one-man team, so I pour a lot of work and energy into making these. All of the writing, scripting, editing, and recording is done by me, and it often takes 15 to 30 hours for just one video, and I do it all fully knowing that not more than a couple hundred people will ever see my work. But I'm fully okay with that because I'm not doing it for money or anything. I'm doing it out of love and passion for this creative expression. And the idea that I get to see someone else's journey through that same creative process, all their good moments, all their hardships, and the torture they voluntarily put themselves through in the pursuit of making something they're passionate about is beautiful. And it's really sad to see a show about that very thing created by one of my favorite artists who should understand that journey of the creative process more than your average layman would be outright boring, overly sexualized, and most of all, didn't care to explore the creative process at all. All in all, with everything I've said so far, I really like that The Weeknd is coming out of his comfort zone and testing the waters in a new medium. And if he has to take one thing away from all the countless pieces of criticism and commentary that's been made about this show, I hope he knows that you have to make bad stuff before you can make good stuff. And I know that's a lesson he's already learned on his rise to success as a musical artist, but I hope that all his recent success hasn't gone to his head and made him forget that. It's hard to be in a position like his, where everything you make and put out succeeds and flies so high just to release something that completely flops and becomes one of the most hated things you've ever created. It must be devastating, and the urge to give up must be incredibly overwhelming. But I hope he doesn't yield to the criticism, because for his first attempt, there's a lot of potential here. I don't really know how to end this video, so I'll leave you with a couple things. Firstly, I'm officially a YouTube partner. Thank you so much to everyone who has supported me so far. It's surreal to see this. Secondly, the song that's playing right now, I recreated a Weeknd song out of Minecraft note blocks. Tell me in the comments if you can recognize what it is. But that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.